Good morning, Tahmina Khan is here in TKMaths is fun. In today's video, we will see a past paper question on the topic of cumulative frequency and box and whisker plot. This is a topic in A-level mathematics S1 in the syllabus of it, and also in a syllabus of few O-level mathematics as well. So let's see the question and solve it and understand the concept as well. To watch more videos, you can visit my website address and my blog address. Okay, so the question is about Ransham measured the length in centimeter of 160 palm leaves, right? So one information is that total leaves are 160. His results are illustrated in the cumulative frequency curve. Okay, so here is a cumulative frequency graph given to you. You can see on the x-axis, the length of the leaves is given. And on the y-axis, cumulative frequency mean how many leaves are there. They're summing it up. First question is estimate how many leaves have a length between 14 and 24 centimeter. Now for that you need to have a sharp pencil and a ruler, right? So let's draw the line at 14 centimeter and see number of leaves, and at 24 centimeter, right? So for that you need to understand how to read the values of each box. So what is the method of that? If you see on the x-axis, the difference is of 5 centimeter between each because we keep the difference constant, and in between there are 10 boxes. So 5 divided by 10 is equals to what? 0.5, right? So it means each box reading is 0.5. So 2 boxes will make it 1. So this is 11, this is 12, 13 and 14. So 14 is coming here. And similarly, you have to calculate 24 also. Let me write here 14. So if it is 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So now with the help of your ruler, you will draw a line from 4 to the graph, right? Exactly. And then you will draw the line here, right? So this will be equals to what? Now you need to read the line boxes on the vertical axis as well. You need to understand that also so that you can read it. Now let's see here. If you see here, the difference is what? Of 20 units, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and so on. And how many boxes are in between? 5 boxes. So if I divide 20 by 5, it is equals to 4. It means the reading of each box is what? 4 unit. So if you see, by the way, there is a margin of making little error, I mean by reading value, because it's graph reading. So people can make little mistakes. So in the answer, they always give a little margin of the answers. So for example, if I see here, because I see my red line is not exactly on it. So let me draw this again. Give me a second. I need to have a very, very thin pencil because that's why it is very important that you pick up very thin pencil. So it is exactly on this line. And if I draw the line here, it is coming here, right? So let's see. Each box is reading 4 units. So how many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 fours are 16. So 40 plus 16, or you can do slowly. You can do 44, 48, 52, 56. So this is 56 basically, the reading of this. Okay, let me erase this from here to make the place clean. Okay, so now we have to see at 24 also. So I am drawing the line at 24. Okay, and from here I will draw the line here. Okay, so again it is here. If this is 150, so this will be 156. So if question is saying estimate how many leaves have a length between this, so it means these are the leaves from here till here we have to count. So I can say 156, just let me, can say 156 minus 56, which is equals to, you can use calculator, so 99. So there are 99 leaves. By the way, I have used this pen available in this software. So you should draw on the graph paper dotted line. You know, these red lines which I have drawn here, dotted line, not solid line. So now there are 99 leaves in between. So there are 99 leaves which have length between 14 and 24 centimeter. Okay, so let's see the next question. Next question is about 10% of the leaf have length L centimeter or more. So first of all, I need to find out what is 10 centimeter representing, how many leaves it is representing. And then I will find out the value of L, right? I will find out the length of those leaves which are 10% and have a length L centimeter or more. Now this is something very interesting about more, where students usually make mistake. So 10% of 160 is 16. Now if you look at the graph, as we are going higher on the graph here, these length are more, because you see length is increasing like this. Let me erase the rest of the thing so it becomes neater. Okay, so if you see here, as this x-axis move on to the right, the length is increasing. So if 10% of the leaves, which are 16 leaves have length L centimeter or more than that, so you cannot calculate it from here. You cannot calculate it from here. You have to calculate from the top. Okay, this is something very important. So if answer is coming 16, you will not read 16 from here. You will not read 16 from here. Rather, you will read 16 from here, right? So that's why I have done here 160 minus 16, which is 144, right? So it means I will see what is 144 here, and then I will go and read the reading here, because few leaves which are here have length more than L centimeter. So I have to find out what is that boundary of L. Okay, so let's see where is 144 and above on this graph. So let me erase this also. Okay, so 140 is here, so 144 will be here. It means 144 to 60, these are the leaves, because these are 16 leaves which have length more than L. So I will go and check there. Let me erase this also. Okay, so now at 144 I will draw a line here. Okay, and then I will go down all the way. Not a straight, let me try to draw a straight line, exactly straight. Okay, so it is coming what? Let's see here. I told you this is each equals to 1, so this is 21, 22. So this is 22, right? So 22 and more than 22 centimeter is the length of those leaves. You get it? So the value of L, which is the boundary, this is my L. So I can say L is 22. You understand? Because he was saying 10% of the leaves have length L centimeter or more. So there are 16 leaves which have length 22 or more than 22 centimeter. Okay, so this was the meaning of the question. Now the last part of the question, second last part, estimate the median and interquartile range of the length. Now you know what is median? Median is 50%, and interquartile is what? Interquartile is Q1 and Q3 go when you subtract. Now what is Q1 and Q2? It is 25% of the leaves, and this is 75% of the leaves. So 25% of 60 is what? Let's do it here. Median is actually 50%. Okay, so 50% of 160 leaf is 80. So we will check at 80 the length, and what is 25% of 80 and what is 75% of 80. So 25% of 80 will be 40, and 75% of 160 will be what? 120. So we will see the values at these leaves. Okay, so let's check median first. So let's use some other color. So 80 is given here, so you will go at 80. Exactly, my reading is not right. Let me mark it exactly on it. And then this seems in the center to me. Okay, so if I see here, each value was equals to 1. So it is, I can say 15.5, or you can say 16, because it's a reading, so you can write here, because here it was 16. So 15.5 was exactly on the center, so little more. I can show you by enlarging it. You can see here. This is 16, this is 15.5. So I can write 15.6 or I can write 15.7. Okay, so I can say median is, this information you don't need to write on the table, this is for you, so you can write it on the corner. So let me move it to the corner. Okay, this is for me to calculate. Okay, so I will write that median, because in the place given you write the answer which is required. So you can write it as 15.6 or 15.7. Margin of answer will be given in the form of range to you. For interquartile, so you will write what is upper quartile and what is lower quartile. Let me write here. And lower quartile. Let's read the value from the table and then we'll come here. So for the upper quartile, I will read at 120. Okay, so here is 120 given to you. Let's pick up some other color. This pen is little thick, but you will be more careful. Okay, use sharp pencil. So this is what, 17.5 I can say. Okay, so upper quartile is, for example, 17.5. And now let's go for lower quartile, which is at 25%, which is 40. So now I will use here at 40. So you can see it is, for example, 10, 11, 12. So 12.6 I think, right? So I'm just writing 12.6 here, or 12.7. Little bit margin acceptable. So let's read, we have reading the reading correctly or not one time before doing interquartile range. So interquartile range is upper quartile minus lower quartile. So let's see. So before finalizing, just read the values once again, because you know these little values may be confusing. So let's see the reading of the orange shocking pink here. So it is 10, 11, 12, 13 is here, so 12.7 something. So I have written here correctly. Let's see the green one. So it was 15 here. So 16, 17, 18, 18.5. So 18.6 approximately. Oh, so here is a mistake. So I will write here 18.6 approximately. Okay, so now the reading is 18.6 minus 12.7. So what is the answer? Let's check it. Calculator. 18.6 minus 12.7. So 5.9. So this is your interquartile range. Okay. So now let's see the next part of the question. It is saying Shari measured the length in centimeter of 160 palm leaves of different type, and he drew a box and whisker diagram. And you have been asked to compare the central tendency and the spread. Now, when the question is asking for the comparison in this term, it means you have to comment only on these two concepts, right? Do not write the whole story, just points are sufficient to mention here. And it is of 2-mark question. So what is central tendency? Central tendency is talked about in terms of mean, mode, and median. In this graph, in this question, because we can see easily the median here, right? This is your median. And you have already calculated median here, which is 15.6 for, what's the name? Rashna. Am I right? Yes, Ransha. So Ransha median is 15.6, and this median, if you see again, if you read here 10, 11, 12. So this median is less. So you can say that Sharon median is less than the Ramsha's median. So in terms of the name, in terms of the context you have to speak, do not just interpret the data. So you will say the median is higher for Ransha as compared to Sharem. So you have commented on the central tendencies. I'm not writing here, it will take time. And when you're talking about spread, you're talking about interquartile range. You are talking about the range basically here. So interquartile range here is 5.9 for Ransha. And for him, you can see the lower value is, the upper quartile is 20 and lower quartile is 10. So IQR is what? 10. So this is only 10 interquartile range and this is 5.9. So you can say the interquartile range of Ransha is lower than the Sharem. So these are the two comments you will make here and just write in points, and that is sufficient. So thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and please press like and subscribe button. I shall wait for your comments as well. Thank you.